Good morning everyone and welcome to our class today. So we are going to start, actually let's start by stepping our feet a little apart and doing some body wrapping. Just letting your arms swing around your body, moving your head in the opposite direction to your arms. And then slowing down, coming back to the middle. Let's take our feet underneath our hip joints. So the feet should be no more than 1 fist width apart, your big toes in line with each other at the front, and the outsides of your feet are parallelish to each other. Letting your shoulder blades slide down towards your waist and lengthening up through the crown of the head. You can close your eyes if you'd like to and start to feel your feet. So just become aware of your feet. I'm going to rock forward and back. So towards the front of the feet and then back. Just small rocks moving the weight of the body. So you can really feel the points of contact under your feet. And then we'll start to move from side to side. Moving the weight from right to left. And coming back towards the middle, we'll start to take the weight around the outsides of the feet now. Feeling all of the little points of contact as you rotate around. And then move back in the other direction. And come to the center. Feeling yourself come to still. Feel your feet plugged into the earth. Even balance. Letting your spine be long, shoulders relaxed. Let's just take a couple of breaths here. Settling in. Then we'll turn our palms out. And on the inhale, let your arms come up in a big circle. And then turning the palms out again at the top and exhale, bringing the arms back down by the sides. Do this twice more. Turning the palms out, inhale, bring the arms up. And exhale, back down. Last time, inhale, raising the arms up. Exhale and releasing. And now bring your arms out in front with the palms together, your chin towards the chest, so they're out in front of the shoulders. On the inhale, let the arms widen, move back behind the shoulder line, lifting up the head and looking up. And then exhaling, the chin come back down and bringing your hands back towards each other. So inhale, let's open. Exhale and close. Once more, inhale, opening. Exhale, close. Letting your arms come down. And now we'll inhale and let our shoulders come up towards our ears. And exhale, let them drop. Again, inhale, shoulders to the ears. Exhale. Once more. Inhale, lift the shoulders, feeling the tension. And let it go. Very good. So now we're going to do some small back bends and forward folds. Placing your hands on the lower back area, making sure that you're keeping the lower back area long and that you're not pushing with your hands. So the feet are underneath the hips. And we'll inhale, let the thighs come forward, the pubic bone stretch to the navel, to the heart, to the throat, keeping length in the back, rolling the shoulders back, looking up. Chin to the chest, bend the knees, stretch the tailbone back, slide your hands down your legs and come all the way down, bending your knees enough so your belly can be on your thighs. Inhale, slide the hands up the front of the body and the front of the legs as you tuck your tailbone under and then lengthen up through the spine. On the exhale, just bring your hands back to your lower back. Inhale, the thighs come forward, pubic bone, stretch to the navel, heart, throat, looking up. Chin to the chest, bend the knees, exhale, slide down. Inhale, tuck the tailbone, stacking the spine as you slide your hands up your legs. Last round. Exhale, hands onto the back, relax the shoulders. Inhale, thighs forward, stretch and open the front of the body, keeping length in the back. Chin to the chest, bend the knees and exhale, slide down. Let's hang out here for a moment, just feeling the back of your legs, your hamstrings, calf muscles, behind the knees, maybe even into the buttocks. Give your arms a little shake and your head a shake and a nod, and then relax as much as you can. And then slowly unstack the spine and bring yourself up to standing. All right, so we're going to take our feet wide apart and have your toes pointing outward, not the whole way out, and you may need to just adjust your feet as we go. So we'll start with the hands in the hip creases and just start to glide from side to side. So you're going to be straightening one leg and bending the other. And then come back to the middle. Take your hands down onto your knees, keeping your spine nice and long, so you're lengthening out through the crown of your head and hinging from the hips, and then we'll slide again from side to side. And then come to one side and hold. Back through the middle to the other side and hold. Come to the middle and let's stay here. And what we're going to do is a little twist. So we'll bring our right shoulder forward and our left shoulder back. And then change. Left forward, right back. Follow the back shoulder with your head and eyes. Just rotating from one side to the other. Getting a little twist through the spine. And then coming back to the middle, bending your knees enough. Take your elbows onto your knees now if you can. You might like to just stay there, or it could be that you can now straighten your legs and let your hands hang down and also let your head hang. And then bend your knees more deeply, lift your head first, press into the feet and bring yourself up to standing. Heel toe your feet in, bring them in, give your legs a shake. Okay, and then we are going to do our salute to the sun. So I just figured we'd go in the opposite direction today. It's interesting to see how it feels. So let's come up to the top of the mat. Feet underneath the hip joints, arms down by the sides, nice long spine. Inhale a big circle with your arms, bringing them up above your shoulders. On the exhale, bend your knees, sit into the chair, and keep your arms up in line with your ears with energy through the fingers. Otherwise, if your shoulders don't like that, the arms can be parallel with the floor, or you could have your hands onto your hips. So choose whichever suits you. And now we're going to inhale and stand ourselves back up. Arms are stretching up to the ceiling. And exhale, bend and sit back into the chair. Inhale, bringing yourself up to standing. And exhale, sit into the chair. On your next exhale, fold yourself all the way forward, fingers down to the floor. Hands onto the knees. Inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the spine. Come to the halfway position. And then exhale, keep your hands on your knees and bend. Chin to the chest. Inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the spine again, halfway. Really trying to flatten out between the shoulder blades and lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, bend, chin to chest. Inhale, straighten the legs and the arms and the spine. And then exhale, bend, sliding the hands down. Fingers out by the sides of the feet. Take a big step back with your right foot. Let your right knee come down. And inhale up onto the fingers, lengthening the spine. And on the exhale, lunge forward with the hips. And now just ease back a little. Take your left hand inside of the left foot and put the right palm down also. So both palms are down. And we'll inhale And on the exhale, bend the elbows and lunge into the stretch a little more deeply. On the inhale, we'll straighten the arms and ease back a little. On the exhale, bend and lunge. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, move into the stretch more deeply for a couple of breaths. And then inhale, straighten the arms. Take your left hand back to the outside of the left foot. Lift your right knee, come into your plank. So you want a nice strong plank. Heels pressing away, broad shoulders. Thinking about the weight of your hands into your thumb and index finger knuckle. Keeping your neck nice and long and slightly tucking your tailbone in. Let your knees come down, and then on the exhale, slowly bring your chest all the way down to the mat. And I've disappeared off the screen, so you'll have to imagine. On the inhale, we're going to raise the head, slide the chin forward, using your back muscles to come up into a little cobra. And then exhale, lower the spine, tuck the chin, forward to the mat. Inhale, raise the head, slide the chin, the back muscles engage, and then you can do a little push into your hands if you like. And then exhale, lower down. Once more, inhale, raising up into your cobra. Maybe bring it a little higher if it's comfortable for you. And then exhale, lower down. Elbows are snuggled into the sides. We inhale and bring ourselves up onto all fours. And then exhale back into the child's pose, taking your hips over your heels, stretching the arms out in front, letting the back of the body round out and open up, relaxing the head. Inhale, come back up onto all fours, turning your hands out just slightly, making sure your shoulders are broad, tucking the toes under. Inhale, lift your knees, belly onto your thighs. Your arms are in line with your ears. And then inhale, up onto the toes, stretch the tailbone to the sky. Exhale, let your heels come towards the mat, keeping your spine nice and long. Shoulder blades broad. Let's walk the dog. So bending one knee, straightening the other. Come back to an even dog. Bend your knees more deeply. Walk your hands back towards your feet. And then bring your elbows onto your knees. Let your arms hang down now, forward fold. Bend the knees more deeply. A big circle with the arms as we inhale. Come up to standing and then up onto the toes for a little balance. Relaxing the shoulder blades down towards the spine. And then bring the palms together. Let the heels come down and your hands come to the heart center. Relaxing the arms down. And I think you can go to the top of your mat. I'm going to turn around today for something different. Face the other end. Okay, so Spine's nice and long. Arms by the side, feet underneath the hips. Big circle, let's inhale, bring the arms up above the shoulders. Exhale, sit down into your chair. Inhale, push into the feet, stand up. Exhale, sit into the chair. Inhale, push up, working the thighs and the buttocks muscles. Exhale, sit into the chair for a couple of breaths. On your exhale, fold all the way forward. Hands onto the shins. Inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the spine. Really feel like you're shooting the energy out through the tailbone and the crown of the head. And then exhale, soften, bend the knees, chin to the chest. Inhale, straighten the legs and spine to halfway. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend and slide the hands all the way down, hang out. Forward fold. Fingers by the sides of the feet. Big step back with the left foot. This time, left knee comes down. Inhale up onto the fingers, lengthen the spine. Exhale, lunge the hips. Ease back a little bit, bring your right hand, palm down inside of the right foot. Also bring your left palm down if you can. Inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, lunge into it. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, have a little lunge. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend the elbows. Couple of breaths here. And then straighten the arms. Take your right hand back outside of the right foot. Palms down. Lift your left knee. Step back into your plank. Either a big plank or a little plank. Draw those stomach muscles towards the spine, gently engaging the pelvic floor. Bring your knees down to the mat, and as you lower your chest, let your elbows come towards the sides of the body. Opening the ankles, little press into the shins. Inhale, raise the head, slide the chin, back muscles engaged, little cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, raise up. Cobra, maybe a little push into the hands. Exhale, coming back down. And inhale, raise up, hold. And exhale, lower. Bringing your hands back under the shoulders, lift yourself up onto all fours. And then back into child's pose, hips towards the heels, arms are stretched out, the forehead relaxes down. And then inhale, up we come onto all fours, making adjustments so that the hands are feeling in a comfortable, broad position. Taking your knees out wider and your feet out in line with your knees. Tuck the toes under. Lift your knees, belly onto your thighs. Inhale, stretch the tailbone to the sky, straighten the legs. And then exhale, let your heels come towards the mat. Let's walk the dog again. Come back to even. And now bring the knees down to the floor, back underneath the hip joints. If it's comfortable for you, open your ankles, walk your hands back, sit onto your heels. If it's not comfortable to sit onto your heels, just be up on your knees. Take a couple of breaths. And then you can sit onto a cushion or just down onto your bottom for a little while. Okay, so let's take our legs out in front, letting your hands relax behind, pumping the legs so you bend and then just push it away and pump your calf muscles into the floor. And then relaxing, making circles with your feet. Big circles, both feet moving in the same direction. Go back the other way. And then let your feet come to the middle. As you inhale, look at your toes and stretch them all out. And on the exhale, curl them over. Inhale, stretch out the toes. Exhale, curl. And then relax. A bit like driving now. We've got to lead with the ball of the foot. Inhale, bring the right foot back towards the body and press the left away. And then exhale, press the right away and bring the left towards the body. Remember to lead with the ball of the foot. So keep on moving here, and if you forget the breath and just do the movements, that's okay. Rather than leading with your toes, it'll help to just hopefully avoid any cramps. And then come back to the middle, give your legs a jiggle. Very good. Okay, so either sitting up onto the cushion or onto the mat, we're going to have the right leg out and the left foot into the thigh. So you need to sit onto your sit bones, and you could have your right knee slightly bent if you wanted to, or you can have it straight but definitely not locked. A slight extension through the heel. Remember to hinge from your hip joints as we do this. So we're going to just turn our chest towards the right leg, and then inhale, bring your arms up in line with your shoulders again, and exhale, hinge forward. So stretch out through the fingers and the crown of the head, hinge forward first, then bring your hands down onto your shin, or you might be able to hold onto your foot, or you might want to have your knee a little bit more bent. So bringing the hands down, and so that they're even as well, and then let your chin drop towards your chest. Relax your shoulders. And then inhale, stack the spine as you slide your hands back up the leg. Okay, now take your leg straight back out in line with your hip joint and bring your left ankle over your knee. Now, this we're just going to try. I'm not sure how it's going to go for everyone, and it may be that if you're sitting onto a cushion, you might need to come off of it. So let's just see how we go. We're going to bend our right knee and come into a stretch here. So the further you take your right foot back, the closer your left thigh is going to come in towards your body. And now with the hands back behind, try and lift your chest up towards the ceiling, and I suspect that you should be getting a stretch in the left side of the hip joint and buttocks by now. Okay, so let's release that, sliding your right leg away and stepping the left foot over the top. Bring your right arm up, twist towards the left, and then let the elbow come to the outside of your left knee. Then bring your left hand around behind, spine's long, chest is open, and we'll have a little twist. And release and let go. Stretch out your both legs. Okay, so we'll take this left one out towards the left slightly. Bring your right foot in towards your left thigh. Sitting onto the sit bones, spine's nice and long. Either a little bend in the left knee or straight leg, definitely extending through the heel. Turn the chest towards the left. On the inhale, bring your arms up, relaxing the shoulder blades down. Hinge from the hips, coming forward, bringing your hands onto your leg or onto your foot if you're flexible, and then let the chin drop towards the chest. And then stack the spine, slide the hands back as you inhale. All right, so bring your leg back out, your left leg straight back out in front. Take the right ankle over the thigh, hands back, bend your left knee, and then either take it further back or just as far as it feels good for you. So your hands are back behind. Then we're going to lift up through the chest, through the heart center as if it's lifting up towards the ceiling and feeling the stretch. And then release, sliding the leg away, having your right foot over the left foot, just taking that right hand behind. On the inhale, stretch your left arm up, turn towards the right, Exhale, take the elbow to the outside of your right leg, and then just twist yourself around slightly if you feel like going any further. And then release, returning to the center, straighten out the legs, extend through the heels, then let the legs relax. Bring the soles of the feet towards each other, holding onto the ankles, and have a little flutter. Bring the knees back towards each other, take your hands behind, and rock the legs from side to side. And then we'll come to the middle. And now it's time for an inverted posture. So you can invert yourself over the bolster. You could have your legs up against the wall. You could have your legs on a chair, whatever suits you best. So finding that preferred or appropriate inverted position. We're going to spend about 5 minutes here today. It's really relaxing into it. It is nice to focus on your breath, and we can do the 1 to 10 breath over and over here. So inhale on the odd numbers, exhale on the even numbers as we breathe from 1 to 10. And it might be that your mind wanders, and that is totally normal. Once you realise, just bring yourself back to 1 and start again. Slow, relaxed breaths. Become aware of your breath. Taking 3 more breaths here. Once you're done, bending your knees back towards the body. Taking your feet down to the floor one by one if you're over the bolster. If not, just roll onto your side. For those people with their feet over their bolster, you may like to slide your legs further away. And we're going to go into relaxation from here. So if you're over the bolster, you might like to lift your hips and slide the bolster under your knees. Just whatever works for you to get yourself into your most comfortable and relaxed position to finish the class. Making yourself comfortable. Feeling that your spine is long. Shoulder blades sliding down towards the waist. The centre of your head resting onto your head support or onto the floor, allowing the neck to be long. Your arms are either away from the body with the palms up or your hands resting onto your belly. Feel the breath in your nostrils. Touch and the temperature of the breath. Become aware of the sensations in the palms of the hands. Feel your heart beating in your chest. Feel the pulsing inside of your ears. And all the little pulsing around your entire body. And like alternate nostril breathing, we're going to inhale as if breathing in through the left foot up to the crown of the head. Exhale from the crown of the head down the right side of the body and out through the right foot. Inhale through the right foot to the crown of the head. Exhale from the crown of the head down through the left side. So please keep this going. Please stay here as you are, continuing with your relaxation. Stay and relax and let go for as long as you like. I'm going to close the meeting off now. I hope you all enjoy your day, and I'll see you all on Friday. Thank you. I can see a few little waves happening there. Enjoy your relaxation. Thank you for coming. Namaste.